Hey guys, so today I'm gonna take a look at an epic air cooler with RGB lighting, because why not? Everything needs to have RGB these days, right? So this is the CRYORIG H7 Quad Lumi, basically a refined H7 with RGB lighting. And CRYORIG, in fact, claims this to be the world's first RGB LED cooler with RGB lighting. Did I mention RGB by any chance? Yeah, it does have RGB, now you know. But how much would you have to pay for this type of a cooler? $60 US. That's quite steep for the size actually, with the standard H7 costing only $40 or so. Now, what makes the RGB part possible is NZXT's cam controller and software. We get some LEDs down on the bottom and at the top for the CRYORIG logo. In order to control those, you need to connect this internal USB 2.0 cable with your motherboard. But wait, this takes up one valuable USB 2.0 header. Couldn't we just have gone with one of those new Aura RGB LED connections? Yes, I think so, but they probably had all those users in mind that haven't upgraded to the latest new motherboards for the new AMD and Intel CPUs. Now, just so you know, the fan itself does not come with RGB. It's a simple 120mm PWM fan with white LED lighting. Fair enough, but I'm just wondering, why not go all the way then? Then again, how do you control the LEDs? Lots of questions, right? In terms of specs, nothing really out of the ordinary, except maybe it supports AMD's new AM4 socket. Other than that, a really nice looking cooler, and if I may say so, my personal favorite so far, aesthetically speaking and disregarding the RGB. 4 6mm thick heat pipes, by the way. The installation looks and should be that simple according to the manual, but I did run into some small issues that took some time with the backplate and then screws lining up correctly and stuff like that. Other than that, the H7 Quad Lumi does not interfere with any memory at all, so that's great. Oh, and with the cam software installed, you can customize the LEDs quite well and go for really cool effects. But how does it perform like? Obviously, the H7 Quad Lumi is a decent performer, but nothing mind-blowing really. It's a mid-range cooler performance-wise, therefore not really suitable for high overclocks. At a price of $60, it is a high-end price though, so by simply judging it from a price to performance point of view, it's not that good. Quite bad, to be honest. But I think that's not really the point here. RGB does cost extra money, and for those out there willing to pay more for those crazy lighting effects and shiny colors, you do you, and if it makes you happy, that's great. But for me personally, I think it's a little bit too much. The performance simply isn't good enough to justify the $60 price tag. It's hard to seriously recommend this CRYORIG H7 Quad Lumi, but I still do. If you really want crazy RGB lighting on an air cooler and don't need super high performance, this might be a cooler for you to consider. Still, I need to rate all the tech offered here, which is why I'm still awarding this with silver. P.S. I totally forgot, the fan itself is pretty quiet. And as always, thanks for watching.